Hey guys, it's Vlad here from Essay Pro, and today we're doing our second tutorial in our How to Write an Essay series. Today we're going to talk about how to write a compare and contrast essay. So guys, when hearing the words comparative analysis, students may feel, uncomfortable and could feel thrown off by the complicated vibe that those words give off. However, all it's really asking you to do is compare and contrast two things, an action we perform every single day. The compare and contrast essay is included within the 5-paragraph cloud, and I'll put a link to our 5-paragraph essay video here. It'll be helpful for this video as well. So these are the versatile group of essay styles that can be written within the 5-paragraph format. These essays are popular in most college courses since they help students in contrasting and comparing the different related or non-related theories, ideas, topics, etc. You guys might be curious, what are some common compare and contrast essay topics? Well, in high school or college, things you could compare would be things like the 20th century to the 21st, people like Hitler compared to Stalin, creationism, science, high school and college, or things like Apple versus Microsoft. These are just some examples of common essay topics you might be asked to write about in your high school or your college classrooms, but there are infinitely many others. The format of the compare and contrast essay is actually unique in the fact that it doesn't have, like a linear path. Most 5-paragraph essays have to be written in that, 1-3-1 format, which obviously includes, our intro, our 3 bodies, and our conclusion. The cool thing about the comparison essay is that you can actually write the essay in 4 or 5 paragraphs, depending on how you format the outline of the essay. In this case, you can choose between having 2 or 3 body paragraphs with the outlines looking accordingly. Alright guys, so first we have our 2-body paragraph style. Now this can be done in 2 ways. The first method is the similarities versus differences style, in which the first body paragraph talks about the similarities between both subjects, and then the second body paragraph talks about the differences between both subjects. Now the second way this is done is we can compare point A and then compare point B. So body 1 will pick topic A and it will give all information and analysis about A, and then body 2 picks topic B and then gives all information and analysis about B. So those are the 2 different ways you can write the 2-body paragraph style compare and contrast essay. Generally, if you are interested in being very straightforward or just purely trying to get the essay finished swiftly and efficiently, then this would be your go-to method. However, if it's not 3 a.m. the night before the due date, there is definitely a more creative and exciting format we can use, and that would be our 3-body paragraph style. The 3-body paragraph style is the subject to subject style. It gives the reader a specific subject in each paragraph and either offers a comparison or a contrast of the subject between topics A and B, the 2 things we are comparing or contrasting. And the outline of this would look something along these lines. So our first body paragraph would be subject 1, and we compare or contrast topic A and B using our first subject. Then our second paragraph would be about subject 2, in which we would compare or contrast topic A and B using the second subject. And obviously our third subject would be our third body paragraph, in which we would compare or contrast topic A and B using the third subject. Also, another key point to consider is that you want to make sure your essay has, some diversity. Don't just compare A and B 3 different times. Make sure to at least use 1 or 2 subjects for your contrast. It is a compare and contrast essay after all. So one of the biggest pieces of advice that's been given about writing these types of essays is the fact that the intro and the conclusion should be written at the very end of the essay, if done properly. In this case, following the format of the essay is necessary, but to solve it, step by step is definitely not. A lot of the times, thesis statements are really only made after writing out all the information in the main bodies. Due to this, most of the time the intro is usually written after the main body, and the conclusion obviously will still stay at the end. So we would write our body paragraphs first, and then we would follow with our intro and end with our conclusion, theoretically. So just like in the style of the actual essay, this tutorial will be written to replicate it so as to follow, proper rules. If you were wondering how to start, our compare and contrast essay, then there really is no better place to look than at the classic, hook method. So following the hook, we must briefly introduce our topics of comparison. However, before we do all of this, and also after writing our main bodies, it's time to create our golden thesis statement. You guys remember that thing? Yeah, it's kind of important. The format of the thesis always stays generally the same for 5-paragraph essays, but in this case, we can also include in subjects of comparison into our thesis. So to give you guys an example, if we are, comparing like 2 TV shows and the 3 topics of comparison are like the length of the show, its critical reviews, and some comedic ability, then those 3 terms should be included in your thesis when you present it. Now, lastly, we have our conclusion. At this point, it's practically identical in the style of the 5-paragraph essay because we take the same exact 3 steps. And once again, guys, you should really check out our 5-paragraph essay. It'll really help you understand all the other videos we do on this channel. First of all, we will restate our thesis, summarize our main points, and make an overall concluding statement. So that's the general structure of the compare and contrast essay. Now, before I let you guys go, I have a few small tips just to give you, the edge over your competitors. Those thousands of high school and college students that want to write good essays too. Yeah, we got you guys. So you should avoid obvious comparisons. The less expectable your content is, the more exciting for the reader. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, but don't give obvious comparisons. Make sure your comparisons are unique or at least interesting. Tip 2. Use comparative diction. Words such as however, rather, conversely, for contrasting, and words like moreover, similarly, also, likewise, etc. for comparing the points really help give your essay visual appeal and organizational clarity. And a personal little tip from us here at Essay Pro, you guys should definitely use Venn diagrams. Not only do they add to the aesthetic, they also help you come up with new similarities and differences if you are using them correctly. Anyway guys, thanks for checking out this informative video, and if the tips were useful and meaningful, please let us know in the comment section down below. Once again guys, likes, comments, shares, and subscriptions are super greatly appreciated, and we value all of the feedback we get. Alright dudes and chicks, I'm out. Peace.